Gerard Butler, the renowned Scottish actor best known for his roles in films like 300 and Olympus Has Fallen, recently sat down for an interview with the Direct to share his thoughts on the upcoming live-action adaptation of the beloved How to Train Your Dragon franchise. The actor, who reprises his role as Stoick the Vast in this reimagined version, opened up about his first impressions of the world of dragons and Vikings and how the new film drastically changes the tone of the story. One of the most striking aspects of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon adaptation, according to Butler, is how much scarier it feels compared to the animated version. He explained how the live-action format makes the stakes seem higher and the world feel much more immersive, saying, "When a dragon is breathing fire over a bunch of actual Viking men and women running, it feels a lot more scary than when it was animated." This observation highlights the increased sense of realism the new adaptation brings to the table. In the animated version, viewers could distance themselves from the action through the stylized animation, but the live-action format immerses them directly into the action, making it far more intense and gripping. "You have a little more you can distance yourself, but this feels much more involved and just immersive," Butler elaborated. He went on to say that filming these action-packed sequences left him with goosebumps, remarking, "I get goosebumps when I think about it. It was so amazing and so powerful." The upcoming How to Train Your Dragon film is a live-action adaptation of the beloved 2010 animated film, which was itself based on Cressida Cowell's book series. The original animated films were praised for their heartwarming story of Hiccup, a young Viking who befriends a dragon named Toothless. The series became a fan favorite for its charming characters, breathtaking visuals, and its exploration of themes like friendship, bravery, and self-discovery. Now, the live-action film is poised to bring this world to life in a completely new way, with a more intense, visceral tone that reflects the reality of dragons and Vikings coexisting in a shared world. Butler, who has been part of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise from the very beginning, expressed his excitement about the live-action adaptation fulfilling a long-held dream. "I love the animated movies, but I always wondered, God, what if this was real? What if we were really there, real people, real dragons?" Butler shared. "And we had a chance to do that, to make it real." His words reveal the deep passion and personal connection he has with the material, and how this live-action version allowed him to experience the How to Train Your Dragon world in a way that was impossible in the original animated films. The film's production also brought new challenges for Butler, particularly in bringing his character, Stoick the Vast, to life in a way that feels physically and emotionally authentic. Stoick, the father of Hiccup, is a towering figure in the How to Train Your Dragon universe, both in terms of physical stature and personality. Butler shared how his costume for the role proved to be a major challenge, describing it as 5 pieces of hell. The elaborate costume required hours of daily preparation, and Butler often found himself struggling with the weight and complexity of the gear. However, despite the physical toll, the actor revealed that the experience was incredibly rewarding. "Your jaw just drops," he said, reflecting on the awe-inspiring nature of the production. The live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake doesn't rely solely on special effects. It also demands intense physicality and real-world preparation to ensure the actors can convincingly portray their characters in this immersive world. Butler's description of his costume challenges and the physical demands of the production suggests that the filmmakers are dedicated to creating a film that feels as grounded in reality as possible, while still maintaining the fantastical elements that have made the How to Train Your Dragon franchise so beloved. In addition to Butler, the new adaptation stars a talented cast of rising stars, including Mason Thames as Hiccup and Nicco Parker as Astrid. Thames, known for his role in the thriller The Blackcoat's Daughter, takes on the challenging task of portraying Hiccup, the young Viking protagonist who forms an unlikely friendship with Toothless. Parker, who recently starred in The Last of Us, will bring her talents to the role of Astrid, Hiccup's fierce and loyal love interest. The new adaptation promises to bring fresh energy to these iconic characters, while staying true to the heart of the original films. The upcoming live-action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon is being directed by Dean DeBlois, who co-wrote and co-directed the original animated films. DeBlois is no stranger to the How to Train Your Dragon universe, having helped shape the franchise into the global phenomenon it is today. His involvement in the live-action version ensures that the new film will stay faithful to the original's themes, while also exploring new creative possibilities in the live-action format. One of the most exciting aspects of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon film is the visual effects, which will bring the dragons and Viking world to life in a way that was never possible in the animated films. The original How to Train Your Dragon film was praised for its groundbreaking animation, which made the dragons feel like real, living creatures. The new live-action adaptation promises to take this further by using cutting-edge technology to create realistic dragons that will interact with their human counterparts in a fully realized world. Despite the challenges of adapting a beloved animated film into a live-action format, Butler and the rest of the cast are enthusiastic about the project and confident in its success. "I think audiences are going to be blown away," Butler said, describing the film's visual spectacle and the emotional depth of its story. "It's going to be something unlike anything they've seen before." The new How to Train Your Dragon adaptation is set to be released on June 13, 2025, and fans of the original animated films are eagerly awaiting the chance to experience this reimagined world. With a talented cast, a visionary director, and a commitment to bringing the dragons and Vikings to life in a fresh and exciting way, the live-action film has the potential to become a new classic in its own right. For Butler, the chance to return to the world of How to Train Your Dragon and play Stoick the Vast once again has been a dream come true. He admitted that while he loves the animated films, there's something special about seeing the world brought to life in live action. "It's amazing to be part of something that has such a lasting impact on audiences," Butler said. "I think people are going to be blown away by this movie, and I can't wait for them to see it." As the release date approaches, excitement for the live-action adaptation continues to grow, and fans can't wait to see how this iconic franchise is reimagined for a new generation. Whether you're a longtime fan of the original films or a newcomer to the How to Train Your Dragon world, the live-action adaptation promises to be an unforgettable cinematic experience.